Hello everyone, my name is AndyDavo and we're going to talk about the Champion Ladder 18 run, which is with Orcs. Now we're doing something slightly unusual this time, which is I'm presenting to you before we've even showed you a game, and the reason we're doing that is because a lot of the early games in this team, and I say early I mean about the first 20, were played off stream. So it does give me a unique chance to do two things. One, talk to you about the team. As you can see behind me, this is the team that I actually opened with. And two, talk to you a little bit about how I wanted that team to progress, and how I hoped it to develop. And three things. This is all in one take, fuck it. And the third thing is that a lot of the games you're going to about to see in the early part of the playlist, they're actually just going to be me talking to you about the game, the strategy, and what I did, why I did what I did. And most of the games will probably be around about half an hour in length. So if you're interested in just tactics and strategy, this playlist series will be a series for you. So stick around. Okay, so we're now going to talk about the team, and I chose I think this is the 7th or 8th iteration of this team, to go for the standard 2 rerolls and then max out on the strength. So we've got a troll, we've got 4 Black Orcs, 4 blitzers, a thrower, as I do believe a thrower for an Orc team is key, and 1 lineman to round it out to 11 players. That does take you to a team value of 990, so I've saved 10k, and hopefully after the first game we've won, and that means we should be able to buy an apothecary. So how would I develop these players? First of all, let's take the troll. For me, the troll, if you're lucky and he gets a double skill, or sorry, as it is Emma, gets a double skill, she would get block instantly. If I'm lucky and I get another double skill, I think that's where it becomes interesting. There are 3 skills at that point that then are interesting. The first is dodge, and that's because you'd make a blodge, strength 5, stand firm, guard thing, which would be really irritating to try and move. The second is tackle. It's a bit offensive. It means that elves trying to dodge away then suddenly can get into all sorts of bother. And the third is pro, and the reason you take pro is for making sure that your really stupid rolls are negated half the time. A bit like with vampires, you take pro on a vampire to try and get rid of the bloodlust. Same reason for a troll. So all 3 of those are great, but the key skill will be block. If I don't get any doubles, it'll be guard at 6 points, stand firm at 16 points, and then if I ever got to 31 points, I think at that point you'd start thinking about cycling the troll out, either not having it at all, because the team's probably very well developed, or going for another one and trying to get block, because the idea of being able to get block on a troll would make a massive difference. So I think that's what I'd try and do with the troll. Next up, we've got the 4 Black Orcs. Now, as I said to you just a moment ago, this team, I did go through, I think this is about the 6th or 7th iteration of this team, and the reason I did that was because in Champion Ladder, the first days of this season, I thought I'd be fine. I thought I've got a lot of spare time, let's go for it, and I'd play a bunch of games. Unfortunately, every time I did it, I ran into horrible matchups, or played badly, or had things go against me. It just didn't work, and I had to start again and again. And the reason we decided to play Orcs in this Champ Ladder season was because I was a dry run for Orcicola next season, where I'm going to probably play Orcs in the league. So, 2 schools of thought. 1, go Mighty Blow on them first. Speed up their development. They get more they get hits, they hurt more. That's great, right? Right? No, it didn't work. And I was going to go Mighty Blow, then piling on to try and speed up the star player point generation. Unfortunately, it always span into Armour 9 teams at the beginning, so it failed miserably. I've come around to the idea that block and then guard is basically the right skill path. It's boring, it's dull, but it is the right set of skills. So I think that'd be the way I'd go forward. As an extension at that, at 31 points, I think Mighty Blow's great. At 51 points, Stand Firm's also incredible. And then at 76, I think you've got a choice. It's grab or something else. I think if you've got a double skill at 76 presented to you, then I think you can choose. Diving Tackle's great. Dodge is great. Jump Up's not terrible, but I think the other 2 are better. So that's the way I'd skill these guys. But if I was presented with an early double skill on a Black Orc, nope, goes in the bin. You take block, you take guard, you take Mighty Blow. That's your holy trinity. Stick to it. Next, the blitzers. So for me, I wanted a couple of frenzy players because it's me and I like playing frenzy in Champ Ladder. As a little spoiler, I do take a couple of frenzies way down the line. Sorry about that. And actually, would I do it again? No. They just end up getting me into trouble a lot of the time. So I think I'd stick with one. So now guard has got to be the first skill on a lot of these players. It's not sexy, it just helps. It helps the unit of orcs move down the field. Mighty blow on one, and then that one then gets piling on or tackle. Whichever one you didn't take at 16 points then takes the other one at 31. The guard guys will then get mighty blow to be a little bit more threatening, and then stand firm, grab. Same sort of skills as the Black Orcs would be my order of preference. Next up, the thrower. This guy actually turned out to be a little gemstone. I was really pleased we got the thrower. And block for his survivability, just in case you're playing against wood elves or something that's going to try 2 dice uphill you. Then the magical skill for this player is kick off return. You don't think about it, probably only going to use it once, maybe twice in a game. It makes such a difference being able to get to the ball and then try and get back to your front line. If you are thinking about playing orcs, kick off return. It will save you so much. Get it. And then finally, the linemen. In my world, they either do one or two things. They either go dirty player, or you're lucky and they get a double and you go guard and then you go block guard, and they function like a blitzer without mighty blow, who's a little bit slower. In a developed team, I think I'll be looking to run this up to maybe 13 or 14. We'll be looking for 3 team re-rolls, a couple of linemen. The only other skill I might consider on a lineman is wrestle for line and scrimmage at higher team value, but initially it'd be dirty player or it'd be guard. So that for me is how I'm going to look to develop a team. Finally, on the pitch, tactics wise, if we ever get the chance to score with a Black Orc, even if it won't level us, I will take that chance, because star player point generation on Black Orcs is an absolute nightmare, a bit like it is on Chaos Dwarf blockers, or Saurus, or Chaos Warriors, or Nurgle Warriors. So if I can do that, I will. Hopefully I don't throw too many games trying to do it, you know, it's me. And so that gives you a quick run through of what the team looked like at the start, and the thoughts that I had going into it. If you're interested in that, you now want to see how it plays out, check out the link below, as it will have a link to the full playlist, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.